I was on a Saturday morning getting up at 6 a.m. to go stand on a cold train platform to go into London, to sit in a room full of PTs, of which I knew none, of which I was very intimidated, to be in front of a speaker that scared the shit out of me, to get a picture with him at the end with a sweat patch the size of my fucking hand, to then go home inspired. So like...
Who were some of the speakers back then?
So you would have had... There's a guy called Phil Lerney in the UK.
I know Phil. Yeah, I had Phil. He did some workshops at the Old Clean Health.
So he... in the very, very early days, probably 2015, went to one of Phil's talks. And when he said what he said, it made it feel so much more accomplishable. But I'll never forget, fast forward 3-4 years, I was like, there was 200 people in that room. I only remember one of them. Yeah. Jamie Alderton was the only person in the room that I ever saw again online. And I was like, where did you guys go? And I realized...
Where are they now?
And I was like, it wasn't so much about what we learned. It was about what they did with what they learned. And that's why now when I do the business events, I don't just want to educate, I want to inspire people to take action. And like, even I did an event in Melbourne the other day, and this girl's working for a health club, and she's complaining about wages, but the health club determined how much she earns. I was like, how much do you get an hour? She goes, about $80. And I was like, it sounds to me like you should leave. And she was telling me all the benefits of this health club. And I go, how much would you like to earn? She goes, about 120. And I was like, then why the fuck are you working for that health club? And she was like, And then her friends next to her, I go, is she worth more than $80? She's like, yeah. I was like, well, fucking quit. And then everyone in the room, I was like, do you know what? Make a bit of noise if you think she should quit. And everyone's like, fucking quit, go on, girl. Like, and I was like, sweet, she's either homeless or we changed her life. But you know, like it's not enough to just give them the information. But then I'll never forget how scared I was to go to these events on my own as a coach. Like the majority of people that go are solo. Yeah. They need to go to their first event to realize they make friends, because not all the other coaches at the gym, one, want to do that well themselves because they're also petrified. Two, they don't want to see you do well. We also like tall poppy syndrome. Like when I started putting stuff out online, it really rubbed coaches the wrong way. It made me incredibly unpopular. And the only person that kind of supported my success was Darren, who I worked with. And that was because everyone saw it, what I was doing, and they found a narrative to hate me for it, where he was the only one that could be inspired by it and go, if he can do it, I can do it too, which so many fitness coaches lack. If they could only have that same viewpoint of success.
Success is to be celebrated. I mean, if I see someone doing it well, I'm like, fucking good on you, man. Like go and smash it